Maybe you are one of the thousands of people who have complained in recent months about your water or electric bills. Here in the city of Austin, the Austin Energy Customer Service Center handles complaints for that utility and the Austin Water Utility. And this week, the City Council is taking a look at customer service staffing, current problems, and proposed solutions.
This comes as KXAN investigator Kylie McGivern discovers no new full-time staff were hired in recent years to handle a rising number of complaints.
I didn't know 7 months later I was still going to be fighting this one little thing.
For Barbara Lorimore, these are the unwanted mementos.
Files, notes, pictures.
Of an ordeal she'd prefer to put in the past.
Correspondence with the city. Printouts.
Proof to protect herself against a claim she alone used 19,100 gallons of water in 1 month last fall. We found the same month the year before. The city says she used just 2,600 gallons. Barbara says the city blamed everything from her irrigation system to a leak, even though the company she hired to check her sprinklers found nothing.
It's always my fault. It's never the city's fault.
And says over the course of countless phone calls and emails,
they have yet to tell me what happened to that 19,000 gallons of water. They're doing a really incompetent, inefficient job.
In the wake of a historic wave of water usage and billing concerns, we wanted to know whether Austin Energy staff is meeting demand for customer service. Through an open records request, we were able to determine the scope of all complaints streaming into the utility's customer service center. This includes water and electric related concerns. We discovered phone complaints went up in the last 2 years from around 9,500 to more than 23,000. In that same time, email complaints increased too. The thing is, while those numbers have been ticking upward, customer service staffing has dropped to its lowest amount in 3 years.
We're getting more services, not necessarily adding people, and we're falling a little bit behind in that.
Thank you for calling your City of Austin Utility Contact Center.
Austin Energy says more temporary and contract employees are helping fill the gap. The goal now is to decrease phone wait times to 1.5 minutes, an industry standard. Right now, it's an average 4 minutes.
I think we need to rebuild trust and make sure that people know that we're doing everything possible to make sure that every customer walks out satisfied.
To do that, Austin Energy says it's looking into adding 42 full-time customer service representatives, new technology, and enhanced training. Upgrades Barbara.
Nothing has been easy.
Wishes she'd had when dealing with her bill, receiving partial reimbursement, but not the answers or respect she says customers deserve.
Nobody's once apologized to me. Nobody once has told me where that water went.
What are you expecting from them now?
I would expect them to say, we made a big mistake here.
We do want to point out survey numbers show 92% of customers reported satisfaction with their overall experience in the months before water bills spiked last year. Still, the utility says that it can do better.
And how does it plan to do that?
Well, one area where staffing has increased is in what's called the escalations department, and that's where the complaints go that require further research.
Thank you, Kylie. We know you continue to track the city's progress and see how staffing changes in the coming budget.
And while Austin Energy has dealt with its share of criticism in the last year, the utility is betting on a new leader. Last week, the city announced Jackie Sargent as the new Austin Energy General Manager. She currently holds a similar job in Fort Collins, Colorado. She actually worked for Austin Energy a few years ago in a supervising role, and her official start date is August 15th.